I was thinking about the upright rows that I normally do um, in bed where I'm leaning against the wall, and I was thinking, well, I haven't done a little exercise outside in a little while, and actually it was kind of chilly in the house, so I figured, well, it probably would be, I probably wouldn't work up too much of a sweat if I worked out outside. So, so I went outside, and it was probably in the low 70s, maybe upper 60s or somewhere around there. But if you can notice, the flowers and the plants are blowing around quite a bit because it was quite windy today also, which is good for working out sometimes, well, usually because the wind doesn't blow around the weights too much, and also the wind helps to keep the body cool because it blows off of the um, the perspiration, and it actually it's kind of a act works as kind of like a evaporative cooler kind of on your body. So it's pretty it's good to work out whenever it's kind of windy. It's kind of nice. Um, the only thing about that is whenever it's windy, then stuff can kind of blow in your face, and if you're allergic, um, if you have allergies and stuff like that, then it can make you sneeze quite a bit. If you notice, my arms are not going up great, um, and that was kind of a bummer. But I was getting a pretty good workout of my shoulders. What I was doing uh, is I was having my head ar- arched back so that my head was making contact with the wall behind me. It wasn't like my back was making contact at all. I was kind of pushing my chest out a little bit whenever I was doing these upright rows. The what the best thing to do, I think the most preferential thing to do would be to raise the elbows up to the plane of the shoulders, uh, to the same plane as the shoulders, and that would be the best, probably the best part of the up part of the rep. Um, and if you see here, I'm kind of holding the the easy curl bar against my chin, and whenever I'm doing holds, um, I just wanted to do some extra repetitions and some extra holds, and it all worked out pretty good. I was still able to do all the amount of um, reps that I desired, and I really had to pay attention to my breathing quite a bit. Um, but once I took a little bit of moments to breathe, I would catch my breath every once in a while. Then I was able to finish the reps and do the holds that I like, that I was desiring. I was cheating a little bit because I was letting the easy curl bar rest on my belly somewhat whenever I was in between reps. So that was kind of um, a bad thing, but I get a pretty good workout of my shoulders, and I did get a pretty decent workout of my right elbow too. Maybe I was doing the form was really bad maybe, and that's why my right elbow was hurting so much, or why it just seems a little bit uncomfortable compared to my left elbow. Maybe I was getting a little bit too much bad workout of my right elbow. But if you notice here, I'm trying to transfer back into my wheelchair, and my right arm, and my right elbow is kind of locked, so it's hard for me. I cannot, I can't, I can't do a successful transfer from the floor, from the ground up to my wheelchair. So what I did then was I thought, well, maybe if I had my wheelchair braced up against something, backed up against something, so it won't scoot back, so it won't roll back. But I decided not that would maybe I could do it without it. So what I did was I just kind of straightened out my legs in the same direction, kind of had my legs parallel to the direction of the wheelchair, where the wheelchair was pointing, and that way I was somewhat able to use the wheelchair frame and pull my body up to the wheelchair, and I didn't have too hard of a time doing it that way.